The overnight action report. We're going to take a look at all the action in Asia right here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joe Cusick from the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. Let's take a look at the Japanese Nikkei. Really took it on the chin overnight, down 1.1%. And that weakness was basically accompanied by some strength in the yen. We saw the yen trading against the US dollar at 113.33. Now remember, in the past, we heard the finance minister from Japan basically said he wanted to see the yen at about 120 against the dollar. So a strengthening yen is going to put some pressure on the Japanese markets. Nikkei was one of the biggest losers overnight, down 14.6%, widened its loss forecast. You also saw then Toshiba, Pioneer, Mitsubishi Machine Industries, Yahoo Japan, as well as Mitsubishi Motors and NGK Industries, all down between 1.9% and 7.9%. Now, Japan has been on a nice uptick, but it looks like it's cooling off. Watch EWJ. That's the ETF that tracks Japan. It's trading at 51.58. We're going to watch that one very closely. Watch the $50 mark, as we had noted. That, if challenged and broken, would put the bulls on notice. Take a look at China and the Shanghai Composite. Basically climbed from being in the red for most of the session overnight. Finished the session in no man's land. It was flat. Inflation data, though, did surprise a lot of economists. Came out a bit hotter than expected, with January CPI up about 1.1%, actually 1%, month over month. And that was compared to last month, which is around 0.2%. Now, we saw the January PPI come in at 6.9% year over year. That's up a ton versus last month, which is at 5.5%. So we have inflation on the move in China. That made investors a little bit tepid there. Now, FXI, the large cap Chinese ETF, is trading at 38.16. Been on a tear as of late. Watch the 36.50, 36.60 level. That's a 36.60 level. That's where you're going to want to watch FXI. Any challenge to that could put, the bulls on notice. Hong Kong's Hang Seng, it also settled right at the flat line or just slightly below. You saw a lot of power names falling. Specifically, power assets fell 8.1%. You also saw other energy names struggling, like CNOOC. Now, that's one of the largest state-owned oil refineries. That was down. China Petroleum and Chemical, PetroChina, these were all down between 1.1% and 1.4%. Now, where we did see an uptick in Hong Kong, gaming names. We saw Galaxy Entertainment as well as Sands China climbing 7.1% and 4.8% respectively. EWH trading at 21.26, that Hong Kong ETF. Watch the $20 and about 65 cent level. Challenge there, again, will put the bulls on notice. And finally, taking a look at India's Sensex, finished just again below the flat line. You're seeing a theme here in Asia. It is holding up, though, near its year highs so far early in 2017. Large cap Tata Motors as well as Baha Auto settled right now looking like it was losses between 1.3% and 3.7% overnight. Now, those large cap names basically are what dragged or had the market lag right below, finishing just break even. EPI is an Indian ETF trading at 22.24. Watch the $20.60 level. That's going to be a critical level for the bulls to hold. A break there, we put a long-term break to the downside, but we're pretty far away from that. All right, folks, that's it for taking a look at the Asian markets overnight. You can see it's flatline. A little bit of a tepid temperature being put out there for investors overnight. Let's see if that carries over into Europe and the U.S. We'll be talking more at 8:45 Eastern Time here at MarketStream.live.